Hey everyone, Corey Taylor here from Slipknot, and you are watching the Music Universe.
4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm with Music Universe. We're located in Montreal, Quebec. So I drove 6 hours to come and see you guys today and talk to you since you are not playing Montreal yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
You have a scoop for me?
Not yet. No. We're working on something,
okay.
but I will neither confirm nor deny anything. So
that's all right. Okay. So how is the tour so far?
It's been fantastic. I mean, it's been one of the best tours we've ever been a part of. A lot of which is because of the audience, obviously, but you know, a lot of it has to do with the bands that we're on the tour with. You know, I mean, I know King 810 isn't here tonight because they had issues at the border, but they're a fantastic band. Really great, solid kids. And I mean, we've been friends with Korn for a really long time. You know, this is the tour that we've been kind of, you know, wanting to put together for a long time. Every time we'd see each other, we'd plot and conspire. You know, so. It felt really good to kind of be able to do it now. You know, it just felt like it was the right time, and it was meant to be.
Cool. And the new guys, can I ask a straight question? Are they hired guns, or they will become official members?
Well, we'll just have to see, won't we? I mean, you know, nobody's handed anything in this band. Everybody earns what they get in this band, and you know, that's what I've been telling everybody since day one. You know, I mean, I know a lot of the fans were upset because we wouldn't commit to anything. It's like, whoa, hold on. You know, we've been a band for 15 years, you know, and we've done a lot together, you know, and you don't just get handed something like that. You earn your way in. And I can tell you they're doing great. They're fantastic to hang out with. They're great on stage. They sound awesome, and we're having a good time. Other than that, I mean, we'll just have to see what we see.
And if I made a point on the if they stay with the band and become official member, will you reveal their identity someday?
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably end up telling the world next year, you know. But for right now, I mean, it was more important to just kind of get all of the important stuff out of the way first, you know. Get the album out, get the video done, get Knotfest done, get the first tours done, you know, just to reestablish the band. Because it's not about the individual members, you know, and that's one of the reasons why we've done it like that. It's like, it's not about them. Don't make it about them, because we're trying to make it about the music first, and the show first. Exactly, it's about the collective. And people forget that, you know, that's the way it was in the beginning. You know, I mean, we really tried to put the band first when we first started. You know, it wasn't until later that, you know, people started doing various projects, that people started to get to know us individually. That's how they know it. It's not like we just kind of did that, you know, to begin with, you know. So, and that's what we're trying to get back to. So, you know, when the time is right, people will know.
Cool. So, can you describe the vibe in the studio recording without Paul and Joey for the first time?
I mean, it was heavy at first, you know, especially not having Paul. You know, he, you know, even though he was one of the main songwriters, he was also for lack of a better word, the cheerleader, you know, like he was so into it that his optimism was infectious, you know. So you'd get stoked, and you'd put a little extra vibe, a little extra sauce on it, you know. And you know, not having him there, you know, you could definitely feel it. But you know, once we all kind of got used to the fact that we were in there together, you know, and you know, and the music was turning out really well, it helped us all kind of loosen up. So we all kind of took turns being the cheerleader and you know, getting people fired up for things, you know, and that in turn helped us all start talking, you know. And you know, we really hadn't talked about the Paul situation, you know, losing him and what we'd all been through, you know. We'd all kind of suffered in silence by ourselves, you know. So this helped us reconnect, you know, and I think that's one of the reasons why the album sounds the way it does.
Cool. Of course, I don't know Paul the way as you did, but the only other member I interviewed before is Paul in 2009 in Montreal, and he was a very nice
great
guy.
Dude, right?
I have good memories from the guy, so I miss him too. But it's not the same.
No, I understand, but that's the thing about Paul. Like, you'd meet him once, and he would make you feel like you'd known him forever. You know, he would make you just feel instantly at ease. You know, and then that was he was a gift, man. He was just a fucking amazing dude.
Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, but am I right if I say Skeptic and Goodbye are tributes to Paul on the album?
Well, Skeptic is definitely, it's very, very much about him as a person. Goodbye was about the day that we lost him. And we were all sitting in my house. You know, me and Clown and Fane had just come from the hotel where they found him.
Yeah,
you know, and we basically kind of got everyone to meet at my house because we were trying to keep them away from the hotel. Like the three of us, we didn't listen. I mean, we went right down there.
Yeah.
So we got everyone kind of configured at my place, and we just lost it. You know, I mean, it was so heavy and so brutal, and I don't wish that on anyone. But it's about all of us kind of sitting in a semicircle, kind of staring at each other, not knowing what to say. You know, I mean, we had just basically just had our legs kicked out from under us. You know, so that song is in a way about him, but it's more about the situation and us being in that moment and what it felt like to me. But Skeptic is so about him, you know, like his spirit. Well, everything. I mean, everything. Like the lyrics. You know, the verses, the bridge, the chorus, definitely. I mean, it's my tribute to him and just how awesome he was.
And that's a great song.
Yeah,
I'm sure he would be proud of it.
I hope so, man. You know, I really hope so.
Cool. And is there any other parts or any other songs on the album that is inspired by him, besides of the obviously the album title?
Well, a lot of it is you know, there's some stuff talking about him briefly, but a lot of it is also about, I mean, almost every song relates back to him in a way, but it's a lot of it is us dealing with the grieving process, you know, and the guilt, the denial, the anger that comes from that selfishness, you know. And then that selflessness, you know, just wondering if there was more that you could do, and then getting pissed at yourself, and then getting pissed at him, and then feeling guilty that you got pissed at him. So it's a cyclic kind of depression that really descends on you. So every song kind of relates back towards us and Paul in a way. Some of them are a little more direct and literal, and some of them are a little more contemplative.
I don't want to get into details. I just want a yes or a no.
Okay.
Can you see Slipknot having Joey back in the band one day?
I don't know.
You don't?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard. You know, it's one of the reasons why he's not with us now is because he was going one way and we were going another. Yeah. And you know, and I mean on all fronts. And you know, with respect to Joey, I won't comment anymore.
Yeah.
But you know, the future holds surprises that none of us can see in advance. So all I can say is we'll see. Yeah. But you know, I don't know pretty much covers it.
A lot of fans, including me, thought that the drumming parts on The Great Chapter sound a lot like Joey's part.
Yeah.
And of course he's not playing on it. Did you ask you guys, the new drummer, to mimic a little bit the style of Joey, to not to change that part of the sound that is so important to Slipknot?
No, we kind of let him go. You know, I mean, the great thing about our drummer is that he grew up a fan.
Okay.
You know, so he's been coming to our shows since he was very little. You know, and his style just happened to be that frenetic kind of vibe to it. You know. And I mean, that was a relief. It was one of the reasons why we wanted him. We didn't want to clone. Let's put it that way. We wanted somebody who could technically fulfill everything from the old stuff, but also had their very own style. And that's what, you know, the drummer has. He has a very distinct style that just happens to fit with pretty much everything that we do, you know. But we let him kind of do what he, you know, we encouraged him, obviously, to, you know, explore different parts and you know, take things to another level instead of kind of laying back and doing what would be normal, I guess. Yeah. But for the most part, I mean, we just kind of let him get on with it.
Cool. And are you have planned already the new single, next video for the album?
We're talking about it, yeah. I'm not sure what it, I mean, it's up, I mean, there are like 3 or 4 tunes on the album that people are talking about. But we still haven't kind of figured out what we're going to do yet. But it should be soon. That's all I know.
So you cannot tell us?
Not yet, not yet.
Okay, so how about Kill Bob?
That's coming. I don't think that's going to be next, but that'll be coming down the pipe.
I love that.
It's a great tune. Thank you.